Hands down. This might be a little hack because I'm on my phone, but here we are. Gonna make the live stream public real quick before doing anything else. So apologies for that, but here we are. Yeah, drift truck at the shop on a Saturday. I'll explain why I'm doing this and kind of show you guys around and just kind of hanging out. Just hanging out. On the drift truck, public, there we go. All right. And I'm especially going to be paying attention to the chats and the Patreon chat. So if you want to ask anything specifically, check that out. It's free. Free. Okay. I think we're good. All right, you're going to hear me for a second because I'm going to check that it sounds good on my computer. Hello, myself. On my computer. Hello, myself. Sounds fine. Sounds fine, but it's probably going to be pretty echoey and crap. Okay, people are streaming in. Nice, very nice. Got a whopping 7 people viewing. Let's go. And now I've got the Patreon chat up too. All right. So pretty much, there's not going to be a video tomorrow, which is it's fine. I've been working on wiring up the drift truck, and turns out wiring up an entire vehicle takes more than a week, especially when you have suboptimal tools and supplies. So yeah, no drift truck video or no video at all tomorrow, although I might end up editing a 10-minute build video of the Accord, because the Accord's pretty much done, and so that would be a good little filler video to put out. So I might do that. You might see that tomorrow, but you're definitely not going to see the drift truck tomorrow. And so I figured while I'm here working on it, I can show you guys it, show you guys the progress, and then also just hang out and give you guys a little bit of content. Hello, everyone. Beechwood Carmi, hello from Spain. It always blows me away how many people are from out of country that watch my videos. Greetings from Holland. It's very cool. I appreciate that. All right, let me show you guys around if this works. And see, this is why I'm doing this on the phone and not the computer, because I would love the better quality stream and such. But we're at the shop all alone. And yeah, so last thing you guys saw, this had a very hack wiring setup that we did pretty much just to get the truck dynoed. So now the truck's dynoed, it's ready to be finished, and I didn't want to leave the hack wiring in there, and I also did not want to put the effort in to making that wiring nice, because we ended up going with a PDM. So that's what this little thing is. Razor PDM from Link. A PDM is a power distribution module, and pretty much what that means is it's a solid state fuse box, relay box. So this thing could control 12 separate things. As you can see, we got some wires going to it now. It's not finished, but it can control 12 things just with a wire each. That's it. And then a big power and a ground. Whereas, obviously a fuse box, you've got fuses that have all sorts of relays that have 5 wires going to it, and then you have to trigger the relay and then all that kind of bull crap. If you wire an entire vehicle with normal relays and stuff, pain in the butt, hard to, diagnose if something starts going wrong. You can't program it. This little computer, you can plug in and tune it and program it and tell it what each thing does. And so I'm going to show you guys that. Also, battery used to be just chilling here on the floor. I now have a nice small one mounted up. Now, keep in mind, not finished, guys. So some of the stuff, like the tail light's just chilling right there. Not so finished. But if you come over here, we got our digital dash from 1Gauge in there. We can turn on the ignition with that button. The keyboard goes through its startup sequence. You can see the PDM is started up. Digital dash is working. That's working. I even got the factory clock working, which I love. Just another little detail. It is currently wrong though, so let's change it. Let's see. So 3:39. Okay, there we go. It's just little things, right? This is what you guys expected when you joined the Gingium live stream, watching me adjust a clock. Why does it take so long? All right. Digital dash isn't fully set up right now, but it does work, as you can see. Now, cool things is really this. This keypad controls the entire truck. So we have things like the fuel pump. I don't know if you can hear that. Fuel pump going on back there. We got things like the radiator fans. Now the radiator fans are controlled by a pulse width modulator computer from this little thing from Mishimoto. So what that does is, instead of a normal vehicle, which turns the fans on and then turns them off when it reaches certain temps, it can modulate the speed of the fans to keep it a consistent temperature. So you don't have to have that big voltage and amperage draw when the fans kick on and off, and it's just a more dialed way to do it. So you got that. We have the water pump. Probably can't hear that. That's the water pump for the engine. We have the water pump for the intercooler, fans for the intercooler, left turn signal, and look, it even shows up on the gauge cluster. Right turn signal, yet again, and lights. So, greetings from Athens, Georgia. Hey, I know where that is. Oh, somebody give me a donation. Not a Subaru. Appreciate that, man. But yeah, I mean, it's progress. It's progress. Also, this ball was dead, so it's not that I didn't wire it up. Now, the things that have to be finished are, gotta wire up hazards, windshield wipers, horn, a defroster. Probably not gonna have a defroster yet. I need to wire triggers for some things. I need to wrap everything and actually mount it all up because everything is just kind of chilling right now. And then I need to mount some things. So let me show you that, because I think that's a particularly... Don't sleep. Come on. Yeah, don't sleep. Oh, hey. Yo, what's up? Thumbs up to the chat. Wait. Okay, this is going to be kind of cool. Just give it a second. Oh, God, I'm going to make people sick. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I apologize. Oh, gosh. Okay, I was going to show you. Greetings from Glenview, Illinois. That's where I used to live, kind of. So, I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to unplug this. A Fortnite said, cable management is the bane of all car guys. You know, I've actually really enjoyed this wiring process. When you have like kind of good products and you're doing everything from scratch, wiring is really fun. It's tedious, which stinks, because I can't tell you how many times I've had to run a wire from all the way forward or all the way back. That part sucks. But actually like planning it out and having everything go well, and that part I really enjoy. And also this part. So this is the dash, right? This is how it's gonna work. So this is gonna be about right there. And then we're gonna have the radio right next to it. This is the new Atoto, which is cool because it's got an HDMI in. So I'm gonna put a little gaming console in this thing so that while we're at a drift event, chilling in the pits, me and the passenger can be playing some video games on the Atoto. So I thought that was just gonna be kind of cool. The reason why we're putting this here too is, okay, you gotta imagine. Come over here and grab this steering wheel. hop in a seat. Ugh. So, ooh, that's nice. The keypad for the buttons could have gone a couple places. It could have gone down here where there used to be the radio, kind of right here, and it could have gone in place of the actual radio where I'm gonna put that. But you have to imagine, right? So we have a hydro here, so big lever here, big shifter here. If the keypad was down here, every time I wanted to use my blinkers or activate something, I would have to like do a little reach around and turn it on. Whereas if it's right here, boom, just blink, blink, and then boom. Radio right there. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then ignition and engine start. Gonna be like right here. It's gonna be so cool. I'm very excited to get it done. The first few days working on this was really fun. I'm a bit over it now. I have to run probably 12 more wires, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you count how many wires are here, 2, like 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's about 16 wires here. So I'm, just barely halfway done. So that sucks. But all right, I'm gonna put you guys down and then answer a few questions and stuff about the setup and about anything else. First, I'm gonna check my Patreon chat. Oh, nothing there, okay. If you guys want to be a part of Patreon, you can be a part of Patreon for free. There's a chat, all sorts of other cool stuff. You can also be a part for money too, but you can do it for free. Anyway, let's see, Baloney Justice, love that ding. Yeah, sometimes the quick release dings and it sounds awesome. Somebody said put a PS1 emulator and run GT1 in tribute to FNF. That would be cool. I do plan on, so pretty much what I have is I have one of those little like old gaming sticks that just plugs into an HDMI port. It has a bunch of really old games. They're like really cheap, kind of crappy, and I think technically illegal because like they definitely don't have the rights to those games. But it was like $10 and it has 2 little knockoff PS2 or PS3 controllers. And I think that would be a fun thing to have in there. Could we do a new series of real life built versus bought? That would be kind of fun. Are you going to be able to get to the battery with the dash-in? Yes. Battery is accessible with the dash-in. Also, this plate right here has the battery posts. So if I need to jump the battery or something like that, easy to reach. It's also got a cutoff switch, which I should do while I'm not over there. What car are you using max ECU on? I don't have any car with a max ECU. I don't even know what that is. Yes, the ignition and starter's on the left of the wheel, like a Porsche. But it's just buttons, so, It was just the only place I could really fit it. Am I gonna connect the dual exhaust tips? You want me to show you? Here's the problem with that. I get made fun of. But the reason why I did it like this is because, so I like this truck being low, right? And right now the lowest thing is the frame, which is good because then I don't have to worry about destroying anything. But the exhaust is here and the frame comes up here. So if I wanted to connect this, I could wire it in here, but that's not gonna really do anything. No exhaust will actually come out of it. If I wanted it to go back all the way there, I would have to notch the frame, and I can't move it back anymore because the wheel well is like right here. So it's probably gonna stay like this. With the bed on it, you can't tell. I know it's dumb and a little sad, but it is what it is. I would like to put real boom tubes on it, because that's kind of what those were inspired for. But they're kind of expensive if you buy them off Facebook Marketplace, and I think it might be kind of hard to make work, so I don't know. I did just see a Patreon thing come through, so I'm gonna go check that. If I can figure this out. How's everybody's weekend going? Saturday? UFC is going to start soon. I'm a big UFC fan. I like watching that. No more F1. That kind of sucks. That was the last weekend was the last. Abhi, I believe is how I pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Posted on Patreon. He said, "Curious if you have any advice for someone starting off in the car YouTube world." I think my best advice is to, instead of trying to make content that you want to make or is like about your car, like try to think of something that will perform well, that will get more views than just like taking your car to the car meet or something like that. Like try to think of something, an original idea that will actually be a successful video that will put your video out to more people. Because you could make 1,000 videos that get 10 views. That's going to do not very well for your channel. If you make one video that gets 1,000 views, that's going to do much better. Does my dad have the Datsun Roadster anymore? No, he sold it. That was totally fine though. I felt bad. I kind of abandoned him with that project a little bit. Anthonite, another Patreon post. But I'm gonna have to refresh this every time. I will say Patreon, their software, a little buggy sometimes. And that is annoying. Plans for the EP Civic. Are you gonna keep it or flip it? Keep it here for now, until at least we're done. I do have some boxes over yonder for the EP3. All those boxes are for the EP3. Body parts, front lip, rear lip, all that kind of stuff. I did just see a donation. Green Bean, here's something for future delinquency. Thank you very much. Hope you raise something at drag week or sick week. That would be cool. Also thoughts on making a street cart, like a Crown Victoria street cart. I think a Crown Victoria street cart, no offense, is the silliest idea of a street cart ever. Because street carts are supposed to be light. And even if you remove the body of a Crown Vic, I have a feeling it's still pretty heavy. But maybe that's why it could be good, is because you could remove a lot of the weight. I don't know. But no, I'm not really a street cart guy. I want cars that I can actually drive regularly and enjoy. That's not one of them. And also, actually, that's a good thing to, like, me showing you all this stuff, all this wiring, seems very race car, but it's not gonna be. The point is to make this thing a good street vehicle. That's why we built the cage like this. It's easy to get in and out of. That's why it's gonna have a radio. It's gonna have a good sound system. It's gonna have windshield wipers, lights, all that kind of stuff. Like the Real Miata didn't have a lot of that, and that sucked. That's just why I don't have it anymore. It's because I never got to enjoy it. So, street car things, yes, that's what you want. Do an off-road build? I would love to. I'm trying to save up for a Tundra to do a tow rig / overlander, which I guess isn't quite an off-road build, but it would be off-roady. I'll be right back. I think I saw another. Glenn 9K on Patreon asked, do you have any idea when the truck will be back in action at an event? I think it'll be running and driving on the street by next week, and I could technically take it to an event then, but it's winter, and although events still go on down here, it's like, cold, not so nice. So we'll probably spend the winter fully finishing it, like painting it and everything, and that's gonna be a lot of work. It actually, all of my projects have now come to a point where they all need body work and paint. And I have a paint booth, and I have a spray gun, and I even have the paint for the cars. I just do not feel like doing body work. And it's also cold, and that paint booth is not heated, so a lot of the stuff I can't do. So that's another reason for this live stream, and like I've been working on the truck, is like, I need to paint the EP3, or at least the bumper, the hood, and the new body parts, but it's just too cold to do that. So I kind of screwed myself there a little bit. But it is what it is. I will probably get a bullet heater and figure it out. Although I do think that can mess up with the paint. I don't know. I have to do some research. It's just one of those things I have to do research on. I don't like doing research. I like just jumping into a project. So, Anthon on Patreon asked, what is the car you regret selling the most? I feel like I've answered this question a lot, and my answer probably changes a lot too. I think in recent history would be the Volvo. I did sell the Volvo. And farther back history would be the FC. The FC, though, was a little rusty, but probably was fixable. But nowadays, FCs are pretty expensive, and I do miss them. It was a cool car. I will give it that. Sounded awesome. Green Bean says, if you had a cart, you wouldn't need to do body work. It's kind of true. You'd have to paint it, though, otherwise it's going to rust, all that tube work. It would be fun. Maybe I'll do it sometime. Maybe I'll do it. What's been the current tow rig? I don't have a current tow rig. That's another problem. I sold the Sequoia because it had titling issues and was just kind of a money pit because I couldn't drive it and do anything with it. Hey, what's up? Nothing much. Sorry about that. The neighbor came by to talk to me about wrapping stuff, so I had to take a little break. Whatever you do, don't cut the red wire. There's lots of red wires. Let me scroll back up here. Which turbo do you think a lawnmower could spin? Something really small. Probably not. How's the Accord holding up as your daily? Like, what is road noise wise? I love that car. Such a nice car. Drives really nice, very comfortable, very quiet. Makes good power, even though it has 200,000 miles on it. Have you thought about getting a 3D printer? Yes, definitely want to get a 3D printer. Dash asked, have you been driving the Beat at all? I also sold that car. No Beat. I've kind of converted myself to a Honda boy, that is true. They're just so good. Rolling Road EFI's in the chat. Hell yeah. Thanks for tuning the car, bro. Still runs great. Pasha, I think my Accord would probably whoop you on in a roll race at least. Maybe not from a dig though. Greens from Norway, that's sick. That's one of the countries I really want to visit, like Norway and Sweden. Especially since my last name is Swedish. I think that'd be kind of cool. I actually have family in Sweden. Not like I know, but they're like second cousins, but still, it's kind of cool. When are we gonna tune the EP3? Whenever you're down, Rolling Road, whenever you're down. Maybe once it actually has some mods, because full stock probably is not gonna do anything. Mikey Magic said put mud tires and off-road the drift track. I think it would just destroy that poor thing. All that hard work just to get it all muddy and nasty. Last one before I go. Green Bean, another donation. Thank you, man. Do you watch Garbage Time or Edison Motors on YouTube? I think I've seen Edison Motors. They're the ones building the electric, like, semi-truck? Maybe? I don't know. Twin engine car build, I definitely want to do that sometime. If I had kept the Eclipse and it hadn't burnt down and not been a part of the giveaway, if I would have kept it, I probably would have twin engine swapped it, because I think that would have been really cool. I don't think they're very practical though, but they are cool. Electric semi with diesel generators. Yes, right, okay. Sorry, not full electric. Have you ever thought about buying a Volvo? Romanu asks. I really want a Volvo. Not an older one, but like a newer one, like a T5, one of the ones with a 5-cylinder turbos. I really want a V70R. Those are so hard to find manual, but Given Life said you need a 1UZ. Come on, bro. Are you serious? Duh. Noah's Garage, are the kitties doing well? Yes, they're doing very well. All 3 cats. Anthon on Patreon said, yeah, loved the FC. Remember making Molly and FC in Forza, making drift builds and out of stuff out of them. Yeah, that is fun. Zach shooting cars in the chat too. I got a buddy selling an Infiniti M45. Isn't that... oh, interesting. Yeah, 4.5 liter V8. It's kind of cool. I don't know if I like the way that thing looks though. The front of it's a little wacky. It's very kind of square. It's kind of like it's tried to be an LS400 but failed. 2006-ish. Okay, that one's a little bit more like, it looks like a G35. That's probably the older one, I guess. Do I really want to do? I want to do a what's that 6-cylinder? Yeah, the OM606. I want to do a build of one of those 3-liter inline-6 diesel from Mercedes-Benz. I saw somebody swapped one of those into a Volvo 240. That was sick. So cool. It's better to buy a T5 front-wheel drive, said Romano. Am I going to get more into German cars? No, I hate German cars. Sorry. At least I hate Volkswagens. You upgrade the mechanical fuel pump and they're fast, yeah. If I were to get a brand new car off the lot right now, what would I get? Probably a new Tundra, even though they have those engine issues. German cars are not awesome, Pasha. Sorry. Have I decided on the color of the drift truck? Yes, most likely. Oh, Keegan's in the chat. Keegan, the only German car I like is your E30, because it's old, and it really just reminds me of a Japanese car working on it and doing anything with it. You hate German cars, but it's the only thing you can afford? What? That makes no sense. Those are the most expensive types of cars. Hondas, although actually that's not true. Hondas hold their value really well because they're reliable and good cars. See, even Zach said, I've got a $90,000 Audi Q7 press loan right now and hate it. It feels like it should be a sub $50,000 car. Yeah. I haven't owned an Audi, no, but Volkswagen Audi group, it's literally the same thing as Volkswagen, just with some different brands. I would own your cars like an S4, cool, or like an RS3 would be cool. I still wouldn't necessarily say they're good cars, but maybe I can't really talk about that. G63, let's go. I do want a 300ZX. One thing I really been wanting to get is an old Datsun or Nissan, like a 280ZX, because they're cheap, or 300ZX, and do like a little safari build. I miss having like an older car that is lifted. I did like the Rail Miata for that. They're just so fun. Like just go on a gravel road. There's lots of gravel roads around here, and just kind of drift around. It's just a cool, fun little daily. That's sick. Somebody ordered a hat or something. Heck yeah. Nope, they ordered a file. Never mind. Sorry. I forget that I'm streaming on my phone, and me scrolling my phone is probably annoying as hell. So apologies for that. Mercedes diesel engines are equal to the Honda petrol engines in point of reliability. Yeah. What do you say we do some unboxing? I kind of want to unbox these EP3 parts. Be a good thing to do on camera, I feel like, on a live stream. Show you guys what's going on. Oh. Try to have the razor blade. I think this might be the first time ever I've bought like body parts off eBay new. I think I bought my lip used from Molly. But there's a lot of cool stuff for EP3s. A lot of it was expensive, but there is a lot of cool stuff. I bought kind of less aggressive things than you can go for. Be careful not to show my address. Not like that really matters. Yeah, but I went less aggressive. You can buy some pretty not great looking stuff for cars. Bye, Zach. Okay. Oh, I don't regret this. So this is the rear lip. I think. It's gotta be, right? Or is it the front lip? The fuck? No, I think it's the front lip. I'll show you guys this right here. Not off to a good start. Sorry, guys. What's up with that? Maybe? It fits, kind of. It is oily plastic. Maybe that is the rear though, I don't know. I think this unboxing idea was a bad idea. I'm gonna open the other one real quick though. It looks okay. I don't think the back one would fit that good, no. So this is probably is the front one, in which case I'm a little disappointed here. Maybe went too unaggressive, I don't know. Yeah, this one's definitely the rear. Okay, so that's definitely the front, and that definitely does not fit very well. But it just looks like it. It looks fine. Can I zoom in? Oh, I can. Look at that. That's cool. It just like points up. It looks kind of like it's a plow or something. But we'll see. I mean, that thing needs a lot of love. Hey, Jeff. Just rewind and then you can see the wiring of the drift truck, okay, buddy? Speaking of which, I'm gonna get back to work. I'm gonna scoot this up. So I can be kind of here working on this. I need to add 3 more wires going from here. One for, I need to get this in. Mostly a horn and windshield wipers. So really just 2 more. And I think the third one's just gonna be ran into the inside. Okay, so I will do 3. I'll do 3. Cool. All right. I like MG's JHG. MGs are cool. Let it sit in the sun. Yeah, it does probably need to unfold and stuff. The main problem I'm having with this wiring is that I don't have enough different colored wires, so I'm reusing the same color over and over again, which is fine, but if anything goes wrong, it's going to be an annoying thing to fix. So I don't know what's what. Okay, so one of these wires is going to be short. That's kind of what I do. I take it, get an approximate length for it, right about yonder. Cut it. And then I kind of route it. They are fresh wires, but then I need to pin it, which is annoying because I have the wrong type of wire, so it barely fits. But I have been getting it to work, so. I only ruined one of the pins. So now my 12 output PDM is really only an 11 output PDM. That was pretty tragic. Tragic mistake by yours truly. What a beautiful bald man we have here. Thanks, man. A wire labeler would save me headache, but also just, the problem is I'm kind of behind schedule right now, so it's like Monday comes around, I'm like, okay, what am I working on this week? Oh, all right, I'm gonna wire the drift truck. But then it's too late to order parts, so I just use what I have, and then this kind of thing happens. So I really need to get back on schedule where I'm kind of doing stuff a couple weeks in advance so that if I need to buy stuff, I don't have to overnight it. Like I had to buy that fan controller, I had to overnight it because, well, didn't really even matter anyway because I didn't finish the video in time, but just YouTuber problems, not complaining. For any of you guys who don't know, Keegan is Audrey's little brother. I did see a lot of confusion around that. He was introduced to the channel like, I want to say like 5 years ago. But I have a lot of new fans now, so I mean, that's awesome. But yeah, you guys don't know who Keegan was. We got that little thing. We have to insert this little thing into that little thing. I use a little bit of grease on the wire, not on the pin itself, because that could screw some things up, but just on the insulation of the wire, so that slides in nicely. And I don't have my... Somebody asked me how old I am. 26. Do I work on weekends often? Yeah, usually I work on a Saturday, but I sleep in a little bit. Pixie, that little thing looks pretty oversized to me. Funny. Big jokester over here. Okay, so I'm going to put this into pin 24. Remember that, guys. How's mountain bike going? Good. I haven't actually biked a lot. You know what I've been playing a lot? I've been playing Thrill of the Fight. Does anyone know what that is? Does anyone know what Thrill of the Fight is? See ya, Pasha. See, I've kind of gotten this down where it actually goes in. Because earlier I was struggling. Yes, the new one, the VR boxing one. Yes, it's so much fun. I used to play the first one a lot. Like, that's literally part of my workout regimen. Was the first Thrill of the Fight, and then the second one came out. I've been smoking fools. Next thing you know, I'm going to be a new professional influencer boxer. Am I still into archery? Not really. I still have bows and I shoot every once in a while, but I've been wanting to get back into it because it's a fun thing, and I do definitely enjoy it. So now that I've got that pin in there, I just take some electrical tape and take everything together. Thanks, Pasha. I appreciate that, homie. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say this is the best way to do it, because every time I add a wire, I have to add more tape. So there's lots of tape. The best way to do it would be to run all the wires and then tape all of them together. But I don't know how you do that without the wires getting everywhere. So, don't know, don't care. This way works, and I just use a very small amount of tape, every like 6 inches or so, just to kind of keep it all together. Do I take any engineering courses? Nope. Rian says the second one is so much better, Thrill of the Fight. It's, I wouldn't necessarily say it's better. I mean, I really enjoyed the first one, but being able to fight actual people is cool. Problem is there's a lot of cheaters. And that gets really frustrating. Because I'm a pretty competitive person. I feel like I'm pretty good at that game. So when I run into cheaters and they whip me, it pisses me off. So, put the phone sideways, it doesn't work. It's so stupid. YouTube doesn't allow it to switch. If you're streaming on your phone, it has to be vertical for YouTube. So apologies. It is what it is. Danny 9029, appreciate the support. Where'd you learn how to do measurements for the custom turbo kit? What do you mean by measurements? Where'd I learn to build a custom turbo kit? Me, myself, and I, brother. Me, myself, and I. Once this wiring is done, it's gonna look so good though. I am very excited for that. It's just getting to the point where I don't want to be doing it anymore. Oh, I see what you mean. Like knowing what cuts to make and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of a experience thing. When you first start, you definitely takes you a while, but I can build an entire turbo kit in a week now. And usually I can get the cut right on the first or second try. Are you gonna add an LSD to the cord? Yeah, actually, I'd love to hear you guys. Here, I'll even make a little poll. I know what the answer's gonna be though, but it'd be fun to do this. Okay, start a poll. Should I keep the Accord and build it more? Oh wait, no, I need to word this better. Okay. What should I do with the Accord? Okay, that's the question. You got two options. Built motor and more power. Also an LSD. And sell is the second option. I think I know. But you have to realize, guys, selling it allows for new builds. Somebody says already, but like, what else am I gonna do with it? Either make it have more horsepower or sell it. Like, built motor, more power, 65%. More power, baby. That's funny. Why don't I just drive in the background? Because it's like worth 15 grand and that would just be good to have. I could sell it and I could buy a Tundra, and I want that Tundra. I also want a turbo the Tundra. So like, it's pretty much this or a turbocharged Tundra. What do you guys think? Join my Valheim world? I do like that game. Accord can't lay down the power it already has, that's true. But it lays it down in third. It'd be more fun to spin in third. Why not supercharge? Because that's boring. You have to buy it. Does it really need to make more power? It would probably need a new, well yeah, built motor. I feel like selling for a Tundra is awesome. Yeah, turbo Tundra, I mean, that would just be sick, right? Supercharge it? Nah. Turbo Tundra for sure. I mean, that's still gonna happen no matter what. That's just a build I wanna do. It's just, how soon can I afford it? Is really the thing. You know what? I actually should be doing this a little differently. Shit, getting distracted by y'all. It's okay, I forgive you. People ask, why don't you supercharge it? Because I don't have a supercharger sponsor. And you can't fabricate a supercharger kit. You have to buy a supercharger kit. Whereas I do have a turbo sponsor. I do have a fab material sponsor. And I have it. Yeah, so I could pretty much do the turbo Tundra for way cheaper. As long as you size the turbo right and just don't put a massive turbo on it. Like, I would make like 4 pounds of boost. It would sound sick, way cooler than a supercharger, and it would still be super torquey, and yeah. So that I think would be cool. What PDM is this? This is the Link PDM, Link Razor. All drive the Accord, bro. Thanks, Cole, I appreciate that. I did miss another one. I Oh, sales now at 50% after I've been talking about the Turbo Tundra. That's hilarious. Nick Dolan, appreciate the donation. I do kind of want to J-swap a Miata. I want to J-swap my Miata, to be honest. Turbo Tundra would be cool. I just don't know OM606 Tundra. That'd be kind of cool, but... No, video orientation, it just swaps it back and forth, bro. It doesn't swap it left and right. See? Core exhaust is gone. Yeah, I don't know. I do just, I love the, oh shit, my computer's about to die. I love the Accord. If I can keep it just as a daily, I would love to do that because it's a great daily. It's comfortable, gets good fuel economy, and it makes some good power. And it just, well, the turbo sounds sick. But yeah, I just, you know, I can't afford a Tundra right now without selling the Accord, so. Where that gets into. Phone's probably gonna die soon too, but that'll be my sign that it's time to stop. Oh, hi there. Oh, PCLink.exe has stopped working. Who's surprised? I love Link, but man, their software sucks. Molly's gonna get an engine swap eventually. Probably a Win Turbo Dre series, but I don't know. Now built motor more power is back. I'm actually surprised it's as close as it is. And that almost tells me that I should sell it because normally when I mention selling a vehicle, everyone's like, no, don't do it. But I think people are starting to understand. If I sell a vehicle and I don't tell anyone, nobody cares. If I sell a vehicle and tell people, the world goes crazy. Curtis, that is what we were discussing, yes. The built 1.6 is already spoken for, Dominic. Okay, I'm gonna keep working on this. We're doing all white wires. Nice and confusing. This one's gotta be long. Better too long than too short, am I right? Just kinda estimate it, and then I just double it, pretty much. And if that's not enough, then I can add a little extension later. Camper van's gone too. I need a truck for a tow rig. Or do you mean I need a tow rig for a truck, for the truck? Because both are true. It'd be a 5.7 Tundra, turbo 5.7 Tundra. I like the 2UZ, but I've already been there, done that. You'll sell me your 08 Tundra? Okay, how about 2,000 bucks? They're all like 15 grand, all the nice ones. That's the problem for me. I don't want a clapped Tundra. I still have Molly the drift truck. Those are the only OG truck vehicles that I have, and I plan on keeping it that way. What is Josh asking? If I'm bald or not? I'm definitely bald. If I tried to grow out my hair for a little bit, you'd see. Yeah, not Kyle. Some of those are 4.7s still, which sucks. Why don't I lease a new Tundra? That's a great idea. Lease it and then turbo it. I guess, well, yeah, the year I want a turbo would not be leasable. And I don't want a new one. You guys are hilarious. lease. That wouldn't be, I mean, that'd be a great video. But yeah, no one's leasing me. 5.7 Tundras don't really, they're not new. Your cars are stinky, that is also true. All right, if that ain't long enough to reach it to the front of the truck, then shit. I think I made it way too long, but it's okay. All right, so Red Bull sip. It's my blood type. I actually don't know. If you're buying a pre-made kit for a 1.6 turbo supercharger, turbo. Superchargers, you just can't make that much power on a supercharged 4-cylinder. Well, that's not true. If it's like a K-series, you can. Not on a BP though. Unless you do like a fancy cold side kit, which are really cool, but this has been the this has been the last week of my life, just sitting in here, kind of uncomfortable because I'm like half in, half out under the dash, just running wires, taping them over and over again. The actual process of wiring, not that fun. The results are awesome though. And I will say, when you first get like a new wiring thing, like when I first started working with Deutsch connectors, I was like, okay, this is sick, because the quality was just so much higher than I had ever done before. But now I'm used to that higher quality, and so it's a little bit less exciting. I have to like finesse these pins because they're designed for, I don't know how to pronounce it, Tevzel wire, like high quality automotive wire that has thinner insulation than this. So yeah, they don't like the fit. In fact, I broke one pin trying to make it fit. I already talked about it, so. But now, got the hang of it, pretty much. Okay, maybe take that back. Oh wait, no, that one's in all the way. Yeah, it just went in so easily, I was expecting it not to be working. Oh, damn it, I forgot to run it underneath the thing first. So now I have to run all of this. I appreciate you, Anders. That BMW video did terribly. Do I go live often? No, but I like doing it. I should do it more often. It's nice just hanging out with y'all. Sometimes as a YouTuber, you get too focused on like the numbers and stuff, less focused on the actual fact that there's thousands of people watching you and enjoying you, which is really cool. See, this is why doing it this way sucks. So I don't normally do it this way. I gotta try to trick it to getting into there. What build was my most successful on YouTube? The Accord, without a doubt. Sure. All y'all people are like, stop building Hondas. Hondas are lame. Well, I don't think that, for one. Hondas are sick. And secondly, they are very successful on my YouTube channel. But not all Hondas, because like the 90s Hondas I think are overdone. I think just 2000 era Hondas are kind of slept on, to be honest. Like the Accord especially. Okay. Got that ran-ish. This next one I'm not going to do it wrong. A Maribera, that'd be cool. The bus used to be my best, most successful build. Not anymore. Accord has taken its place. Yeah, the Tundras are really bad on gas, that is true. And turbocharging it is not going to make that better. Oh no, where'd the pens go? Ruh-roh. Off-road turbo CRV, I would love to do that. Did I drop this thing somewhere? Or am I just dumb? No. Wiring is not great when you're distracted. I'll say that. Am I working on the truck? Yeah. What does it look like I'm doing? See a lot of repeats. Delco was a diesel. Delco was cool. I'm just sitting in it. I am just sitting in it right now because I lost the pins. I just had them over here. Where'd they go? Did I am I going crazy? Ah, yeah, they are just right here. Do a Ridgeline, it's Honda, that'd be cool, but Ridgeline ain't towing. Yes, there's a massive fuse on the battery. And a cutoff switch. Yes, I'm still going wide body. That is true. Prelude, I do want to do one of those. I didn't scrape this one quite enough. Cheers from Brazil, I appreciate that, Matthias. Ooh, that's a cool donation. Is that Czech? CZK? Who's the biggest company to approach you for a sponsorship? Probably Pennzoil. They don't sponsor me anymore though. They kind of ghosted me. R.I.P. Hey, Valvoline. Hey. I don't know. No, I do actually like Pennzoil a lot. Hear me out. 190 Evo wide body kit with a yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe a German car I'd actually appreciate. Thank you for the donation, Cole. Is my shop based in New Jersey? No, I'm in Athens, Georgia. I even have to bevel the insulation into like a ramp to get it to fit. It's a combination of the most hack and the most legit wiring I've ever done. We love it, folks, though, don't we? Belgium? I love Belgium. Robin, that was my favorite country I visited. Brussels, I think, is the capital. It was sick. Loved it. Do I like Hondas? No, I don't like Hondas actually. I just build them because I'm a imposter. kidding. Yes, I love Hondas. Hondas are great because they're moddable, they're reliable, they're cheap to build. They're kind of expensive to buy, but that's just because they're really good cars, and everyone, they're just worth a lot of money. Do I not have wire strippers? They're right down there. I just in order to put a bevel on the insulation, I cannot use wire strippers now. I should probably just run those 2 wires too. 2 more wires if I ran those now, which, okay, I'll just go and run those now. And this pin for the PDM is done. Done. First thing I can say, done. Dunzo. Ever thought about producing mountain biking content? That did not go well. I enjoyed it, but it did not go well. What's my dream car? Probably a Ford GT. Those things are sick. More wires. How many red wires do I have in this thing? Only 3. Okay, nice. Nice. Sell every card and build a Ford GT. If I sold everything I own, I couldn't even afford a Ford GT. Toyota Honda for a first project car? I think Hondas are better project cars. They're a little bit easier to modify. Like Toyotas, you can't really tune the stock ECU. That's kind of it, honestly. Toyota is also very good, though. How do I decide what color wire to use? It's a great question. I kind of just, am I feeling blue, red, white, purple? I ain't got that many to choose from, so it's just kind of how I'm feeling. I'm sick as fuck. I'm not sick. I'm actually quite healthy right now. Lost like 8 pounds this week. No, it wasn't 8. It was like 6 pounds. Gained a little bit of weight from Thanksgiving, and I had to cut back a bit. Turbo 6-cylinder Trailblazer. I saw that on that dude in Blues channel. It was really cool. But no, I would not probably build one of those. But how's biking? It's very good. Favorite beer or drink? I like IPAs a lot. My right contact, I don't know, I said my left contact's bugging me a bit. This is actually awesome, guys. This is making wiring much more enjoyable. Definitely getting less done, though. Definitely getting less done. How often do I shave my head? Every day. I'm only 26, not Kyle, not 27. So look, I have this wire, right? It's not gonna fit. You see that lip on the insulation? So I kind of have to cut it down a bit. Got to give it a nice little smooth transition. Oh no, I misplaced my razor blade. And I have, it's down here, okay. Sneak peek of the truck. Rewind the stream. It was at the very beginning of the stream, if you want to see it. Man, bro. My eyes. Have I had any Belgian beers? Yes, I love Belgian beers. It's one of my favorite genres of beer, for sure. Really like triples. I'm not as much of a fan of quads. I don't like the darker stuff that much. But I'm starting to get into darker beers more because I'm kind of bored of all the IPAs and shit I've been drinking. do want to do more collaborations. Anders, yes, I am Swedish. At least my family was Swedish. My grandpa was born in Sweden. So relatively recently. Why your pants cuffed? I don't know. I just like rolling my pants up. I'm a big roll the pants up with some boots type guy, you know? Would I ever make my own body kit? You're about to see that happen on this thing. Thoughts on booze cruising? What is that? That sounds illegal and dangerous. Have I ever ate Sue Stroman? No, and I never will. Is the Miata done? Nope. Man, that is the only problem about live streams is very repetitive. I will be doing an engine swap on Molly. Something to modernize it a bit. I love the 1.6, but it's a 30-year-old engine. I want cruise control, AC. I want it to not idle like it's a freaking washing machine that's unbalanced. No, don't want any of that. It's a weekend cruise where you drink like crazy. To me, that sounds like you're drinking and driving, which is definitely not good. I definitely do not support that. Yeah, see, Jeffy. Ah, yes, drinking and cruising. Great combo. Let's do that more. You need to collab with Rice or Miata? I'd love to. I remember growing up watching him in Hacker Garage. OGs of the YouTube world for sure. Curtis, that's not what I said. I said I do not support drunk drivers. Do not do that. Like a boat cruise. Isn't it still illegal to be under the influence when driving a boat? Any motorized vehicle? I'm probably going to be doing the drift truck wide body either with 3D printing or with metal. We'll see. When's the Volvo coming back? Got bad news for you, brother. I don't own it anymore. What's the time? It's 4:47 here. Jesus. Anders says, drunk driving isn't a problem. Drunk crashing, that's the issue. Funny. Not funny, haha. Ah, okay. Myota has clarified that you were drunk on the boat, but you were not in control of the boat. Yes, that makes more sense. I think that's just a given when you're on a boat, right? I mean, can you be sober on a boat? Maybe if you're fishing or something. But that sounds like a lot of fun then. I'm sorry that Pepsi. Sorry, I sold the Volvo because it was worth a lot, and it wasn't very good on videos. And I had just done the Hoonigan trip with it, so I was like, all right, that's kind of it. I'm trying to get better at, so I get attached to my vehicles, for sure. Spend all this time on them, you don't necessarily want to sell them, but the thing about YouTube is, the diehard fans, sure, they'll watch whatever, and I have a lot of those guys, and that's probably all of you, which I really appreciate. I have a good, like I could post whatever I want, and it'll get 40,000 views, which is so cool. But that's not gonna allow me to afford rent if I only get videos with 40,000 views. So I need to get better at kind of doing things that get more than 40,000 views. More than just what the diehard fans want to watch. Oh, but what I was saying is, yeah, I sold the Volvo because it was not performing well, and it was just a money sink. In fact, it was my probably biggest regret. I bought a $7,000 transmission for that thing, and then I sold it. Like, why did I do that? That was not a very smart idea. The last pin, boys. Ha 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 ha. That's a complete PDM plug right there. Pretty much. I mean, there's some optional pins that I'm not using. They're like 5-volt sensor pins, but I don't need that because I have a standalone, so. Feet fins? What the heck? How much is rent? A lot. A lot. Pixie asked, like, what do you see on trends? I don't think there are necessarily like trends specifically. I think it's just kind of finding the right audience for whatever videos. I've got 3 cats right now. Not Kyle's been watching since the gaming days. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. That's what I'm saying. I've got fans that just stick around, I guess, because you guys like me. Which, I mean, MCM collab? Oh my gosh, I would die if I collabed with MCM. They are the goats. The absolute pinnacle of, I like everything about them. They make really high quality content, for one. They're not your vloggers that, sorry, I don't really respect that type of content that much. It's just, anyway, MCM, super high quality, not clickbaity, not all of that. They're funny, they're down to earth. And they just make some really cool builds. And they do, wait, the fuck? Okay. Yeah, they're just cool dudes. Marty commented on one of my videos, and that was one of the best moments of my life. But didn't ever comment again. That was like a year ago. I think it was the Turbo Fit. No, was it? I don't remember what it was. It was something, but that was really cool. Really cool moment. Yeah, MCM is OG. Yeah, and that's another testament to them. Like, they've been making videos for, what, 15 years, and they'll still get, 300K views on a video, which is incredible. Like, no matter what they post. And I'll be the first to admit, I don't watch all their stuff. There's some builds that I'm just not that interested in, but they clearly have a very loyal fan base that will watch whatever they post. You'd probably get a toe in my face. Hey, if that's what I gotta do to collaborate with MCM, I'll do it. You guys hear that? Kind of sounded like a GTR, to be honest. You sold the Rally Miata? Yeah, I wasn't gonna say that, but what car brand has the worst community? It's a tough one there. Not Honda. Do you know who owns that? I have no idea who that was. BMW? Yeah, maybe you might be right there. Greetings from Argentina. That's really cool. Thank you, Paul. Built motor, more power, still in the league. How complicated would an all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive Accord swap be? Not that much, but it would ruin the streetability of it. Because you'd have to put a fuel cell in there, because the fuel tank is right in between the rear suspension. And that means you'd have a fuel pump, and No longer streetcar then. I think an LSD, with an LSD and maybe better tires round 2, that car would have enough traction. It's kind of perfect right now. I like it when it spins. It's more fun that way. I'm not trying to win any races. But I could add more power and add more grip too, so. No! Where's this from? Damn it. I mean, not be surprised if I mess something up on these wires because I'm distracted. But hey, then I have an excuse. It's all your fault. I'm not all-wheel drive swapping the Accord. Sorry. Okay, there's the problem. In order to get this up there, I have to go into the dash, and then that's really not going to be good content. If you do the build the motor, I would probably do a 32 or 35. I actually don't know that much about J series, like which one is good for what. And Antonio, I've actually done a collaboration with Taylor Ray. So check it out. It's I believe my video is something about Florida man feels real power for first time or something. And his video, well, I was just like a little cameo in one of his videos, so good luck finding that. But all right, sorry boys, I'm going in. Still actually might be able to see here. This is going to be for the horn. So it's got to go all the way to the front. Hey, at least I'm actually doing wiring content now, eh? I mean, that one guy can't complain anymore about how I'm not working on the drift track. Not too bad. Much better than a factory car. I'd love to do something with Mike Finnegan. He does live very close. I don't think I really build his type of car though. Honestly, I need to collaborate with Boosted Boys. Big Honda guys, them. Hey chat, do you mind grabbing the wire while I feed it through? What? You can't. Oh, that sucks. It's stuck on something. Here we go. Definitely made it too long. That's all right. I got you. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's one. We gotta do it one more time. You don't have arms? Oh shit, I'm so sorry. I have a feeling that's a joke though, but if it's not, I'm sorry. It sucks, I have to take all this back out too to wrap it and stuff. Here I thought I could get this all done in like a day or two. Now I'm on day 7 And maybe 3/4 of the way done. Collab with Mr. Beast? Oh yeah. That'll definitely happen. Very realistic expectations there. All right, this one will actually. Do I like pickles? All right, fun fact. Mayota, I had my first pickle, like pickle spear, in my life about 2 weeks ago. And I love them now. Some of y'all won't believe that, but it's the truth. Pretty much this entire, okay, I shouldn't say that. Most of the harness leading from this plate is done. That's about it though. Pickles are great. I don't get the hate. People hate on pickles? How did I go so long on pickled? I didn't used to like pickles. Then I started having them on sandwiches. I was like, okay, these are actually pretty good. And then I had my first one. I thought pickles would always be kind of like spongy and slimy, but no, they're like crunchy and they're really good. And the combo that you want, pickles with Takis, pickles and Takis. My goodness, that is a combo sent from heaven. What time is it, chat? 5:02. Ugh. I really want to go biking. Not so much. My least favorite thing about wires is like they're kind of like annoyingly stuck in their loop. So they're kind of loopy. Is this the Civic Type R? Oh, no. The drift truck is not staying black, by the way. Odyssey Type R win? Oh my goodness, I would love to modify an Odyssey. I just don't have need for a vehicle that big, really. If I did, then I definitely would. Like a turbo Odyssey would go hard. I know that's been done before, but also, can you guys hear me when I'm talking in here? That would be real awkward if I'm just yapping to myself over here. Yes, yes. Loud and clear, nice. Good enough, okay. That's not quite loud and clear, but. My eyesight's not quite good enough to see the chat from here, unfortunately. That is one problem. You got Blindium over here. Alright, I'm gonna turn that into a plug, and then I'm gonna show you guys how I tune this PDM, because might as well. I didn't order a whole yappuccino. That's funny. Where's the beet? Beet's gone. Beat it. Ha. Ha. If I could go out and buy one car with 15K right now, no, oh, I was about to say Tundra. You can't say not a Tundra. It's cheating. Brett, the truck's not broken. It's just not finished. But I'm going to show you guys how to make a Deutsch connector. Because the thing is, I don't have every accessory I'm putting in the truck yet. For instance, right now I'm wiring up the froster, or like the heater, and I don't have that yet. But I don't want to not have the wires for it ready, because then I would have to like rewrap the harness and stuff. So I'm just pretty much putting the plug there, because I know where it's gonna go, ish. And yeah, going from there. So I like to do the thing about, so like technically I would consider this the female plug, because you have the male plug into the female plug, but you put the female pins into the male plug, and it's kind of backwards. So it doesn't really matter which connector you use, but I like using these ones for the chassis side of stuff. Where do I buy these connectors? You can buy them off Amazon. And they are actually decent quality too. If you buy real Deutsch connectors, you're gonna be spending big bucks. But you can buy these fake ones that are still good. So first you gotta strip the wire, right? All right, you guys gotta come in here for this, sorry. This is so stupid. Why am I doing this? Hey guys! Thanks for the work you do. I really appreciate that, King of Scotch. All right, so I'm gonna strip this. Probably about 1/4 of an inch. It's just a little bit right there. Just focusing on my, you are the wire right now, guys. Or actually, really, you're the battery, but. So since I'm using the female plug, you use the male pins. There's a reason why it's called female and male. It has resemblance of things. So different Deutsch connectors use different crimps. This one uses these crimps that have like the teeth on them. Don't like these crimps as much, but it is what it is. So it's very simple. These always look kind of scary if you don't know anything about them, but they're very easy. So put that bad boy in there. There's 2 crimps. One goes on the wire itself and one goes on the insulation. And then you got that beautiful little thing. Does that not look professional or what? And that's why Deutsch connectors are so fun. They're just good. They're just good. POV, I'm the passenger after Walt. Dan, that is so funny. There is a company in Germany that is called Gingium. When I first realized that, I was really scared I was going to get sued. Turns out you can't sue somebody for a YouTube channel name, so I'm all good. But yes, these connectors are waterproof, as you shall see in just 1 second. So you got to do all the, well, I guess you don't have to do all of them at the same time. But I like doing all the pins first and then inserting them all at the same time, because then you don't lose track of stuff. So it's just 2 out of 3. Boom, 2. And then 1 little white wire here. And this is what I've been doing for the last week of my life. Really, really good content, Caleb. Nice job. So I missed my super wagon, definitely. Congrats on having your first son, Royd Calf. What is it I enjoy most about being a YouTuber? Well, the freedom of being able to do what I want and getting to work on cars every day. Love that. What do I dislike the most? The stress of being self-employed and knowing that everything I do, or any bad thing or anything that goes wrong, it's all my responsibility. It's all my problem. The video doesn't perform well, shit, well that's me not making money and getting stressed out about that. So, you know, sometimes I wish I had a 9-to-5 and I could just not have to be responsible and just show up and work, but I think that's a pretty pessimistic way to view life. All right, so got the pins, got the connector, right? I'm gonna put the one white connector on the bottom, which I guess you can't really see the bottom, but it literally just inserts into there through the rubber. It's a very tight rubber fit. This makes it waterproof. And you can kind of see, it's really dark in here, but the pen will start coming out. Sometimes they get a little caught, you kind of have to move it around. Oh, no, wait, it's already all the way out, I think. Yeah, it's already out. So you can't see that. Oh, you kind of see it in there. Can I switch factory plugs with these fancy ones and be fine? Yeah, I mean, you just have to cut all your factory plugs out. So you do all three, and wait, listen. Kind of clicks. Okay, so the 3 pins are in there, but that won't be locked in. So then you take these inserts and you drop them in there, and then that locks them in. Sometimes a little tricky. Like now. I heard the 3rd click, yes. Nice, okay, good job. Okay, so it's almost all the way in there, as you can see. And then I take this. Now be quiet. Oh, this is, I need some needle nose pliers, I'll be right back. Ugh. Don't steal my truck while I'm gone. My body's so sore from just being in awkward positions. All right. Shh. Ooh. And there you go. All done. That's it. Now these are locked in there. Nice weatherproof connector. And now whenever I want to add something to this, I'll take the other side and listen to how nicely these go together. So nice. Are there like, I have not come across a connector that's as good as a Deutsch connector. Amazon's got some knockoffs. They're not like, there's different types of connectors. They're not good. So good. Do I go back and make a wiring diagram for everything? I just tuck it up and hope it, yeah, that's exactly what I do. I just tuck it up and hope it doesn't break later down the line. And that's the nice thing about using good connectors is hopefully it should be reliable, but there's a chance it's not, and then yeah, that's gonna stink. Okay, I'm gonna tape this up a little bit here, and that'll just be kind of waiting for accessories to be added. There's a 25 amp plug. Those 2 red wires are for the 25 amp output on the PDM, and then the one white wire is a signal wire. And so now, I'm going to show you this. Oh gosh, this is plugged in. I forgot about that. How much battery do I have? Enough. All right. Oh, and then it just shuts down. So I'm in here now. Turn the battery on. Plug in this now finished harness, which is eventually gonna wrap around like this. So satisfying. Plug in my computer to the PDM. Yes, Kurt and I are still homies. He's a very good friend of mine. Love Kurt. Oh, no, I can't reach. Turn on the ignition. That turns on. Oh, I need to plug that in. There we go. Go to PDM link. Connect. Is that laptop screen cracked? Yes. Used to be a touchscreen until that happened. Touchscreen stopped working after that. All right, so now pretty much what I'm doing is I'm telling the PDM, hey, those pins are used by these buttons, right? So you can see these buttons aren't lit up right now. So I'm gonna fix that. The problem about Link, their software is so laggy. Ah, there we go. PDM's connected. So I gotta go to... And now, I really, quite honestly, don't exactly know what I'm doing here. I can't even get the blinkers to blink yet, but we're gonna do that later. Okay, so button 12 is this one. That one's gonna be used for the defroster. Now the question is, which pin did I use for the defroster? Uh-oh. Yeah, about that. To be honest, I don't remember which pin I used. And in order to figure that out, I would have to use the multimeter, which I don't feel like doing. Just click everything until it works. Well, the problem is it's not actually plugged into anything, so it's not going to be an obvious, like, oh, that's it kind of thing. But it's very simple. Pretty much I just tell it what it is, and then like, oh, okay, that one does this, and then it lights up and works. You just start labeling. Yeah, I mean, I just was a little distracted. But actually, no, okay. The defroster was the last thing I added, and so therefore, it's gotta be pin 12, which is the last pin. So let's do this. All right, because there's, yeah. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, broken, 5, 6, 7, 8. How does that add up to? Well, according to this, I only have 2 left. This is why you don't wire while you're trying to live stream and entertain people. You fail at both. Because I added 3 pins. Okay. Now I'm just curious, so I'm going to figure this out. Ugh. Just have to get a multimeter. We're going to hear in the background, Chris. That's funny. Good joke. Good joke. Oh gosh, don't take the computer. gonna put you back here, back on the battery. Okay, so maybe that was not the right way to do that, but I pretty much just have to figure out which is which here. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3. So it's 24, 25. I need the pin map. I fucked up. Fucked up big time, guys. Turns out that pin doesn't do anything. So here I am, like, wait a second, this isn't adding up. I have only 2 pins, pin options, and I had 3 wires. Well, yeah, that's because the 3rd pin doesn't do anything. So I wired up this white pin to absolutely nothing. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's tragic, quite tragic. So anyway, that didn't happen. Let's just continue off where we left off there. Turn that back on. Do this. Can I just put it in another port? No, I don't have any more ports. I'm out. Out of ports. NA can now be heater. Okay, so this is going to be heater. Okay, that's fine. And then I do button 12 as heater. Does that mean there's 2 buttons for heater? No. 1, 2, 3. This works out. This works out, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. And then I'm going to do keypad function 11 as horn. No, wiper. And horn. Okay, so watch this. So I'll come over here. Oh, come on, bro. So I set button 6 for horn. And when I do that, watch. Ooh. And then button 5 for wiper and ooh. And now this is the hazard button, right? I got to figure out how to make this button turn the 2 blinker buttons on, essentially. So definitely still a fat learning curve to go, but that's okay. And now do red. Haha. Red is for race car. Red again. Yay. Disrupt. I could technically push both buttons, but there's no way you're ever going to push them at the same time. And so they're going to go like, deek, 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 deek. So I just need to have this button activate both of those, pretty much. So, you know. But, I don't need turn signals? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Alright, so yeah, now the only button that doesn't do anything is... I wonder if I could... Very nice. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how this works, but the important part is that they're all lit up now, and most of them work. So like lights, yeah, fuel pump, fans, that's controlled by something else, water pump, intercooler pump. Clearly, I picked my PDM functions based on button stickers. Actually, I did it the opposite way, but yeah. Why doesn't that turn on when I do that? Oh, because I have it all in red. That's why. Sure, this is really entertaining for you guys. I'm about to leave anyway, to be honest. Now if I do that, very nice. And then I save it. And it lags. There you are. There you are, folks. It is actually fun. I enjoy wiring, but not particularly when it's right. Okay. Well, ladies and gents, you will see all of this in a video soon enough. Hopefully next weekend or maybe before that. I don't really know. We'll see. But when you see it, it'll end up, everything will be nicely wrapped. We'll have the dash in here. We'll have plates for everything. It's gonna look really awesome. None of this is gonna be down here, so I'll be wrapped and actually mounted, and it's gonna look awesome. So thank you all so much for watching, hanging out. Made my day, my Saturday, a little bit more entertaining. Hopefully this will at least hold you off until the video comes. Thank you for all the donations, $51. That's awesome. And really, really nice of you guys. Appreciate that. Thanks for sticking around, being a fan, watching the videos. And yeah, if you guys want to stay updated, I post updates on Patreon pretty much every day. So that's a good way to do it. There's a link in the description down below. You can do it for free if you want. And yeah. Peace out, guys. Thank you so much for watching. How do I end this? How do I end it? Oh, that's the X button. All right, see you guys.